Hey guys, I got a truck chassis here I want to tune up, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm going to press down the actuator reed and see that bottom brush arm contact open up, and this one's not. So I can tell you right now, well, instead of bending the brush plate contact, those things are scarce, rare, they don't make them anymore, so that's why I use the pasta. That's why I adjust the push rod length to alter the interaction between that arm and the push rod. It's obviously cheaper to use spaghetti. That's why I use spaghetti. In any event, I'm going to take it apart and service this thing. Again, we look at this. We look at the drive gear, and those teeth seem to be in good shape. These tires are all dry rotted, so we'll get rid of those. We're going to take this reed off. Now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, it's all about how the reed strikes that drive gear. And the thing is, about this design, this would be a better design if instead of screw holes here, if they were actually slots, allowing us to move or slide this plate forward or backwards for the interaction between that blade and the drive gear to be better. But because you can't, unfortunately, sometimes to get that sweet spot, you got to bend this. You got to bend this, and it's fragile as all get out, as you can appreciate, and that'll tear easily. So you have to be careful, and that's certainly why I have purchased as many new old stock actuator reeds as I could get, and I got a nice supply. But in any event, we're going to move on. And we're going to oil this chassis up, and we're going to sand the contact points. Put new tires on there. Brand new tires. All right. You want to watch the play there too. Push those in a little tighter. Okay, again, nice rolling chassis. Nice rolling chassis. Take a look at the contact brush plate, and of course clean those contacts. Polish that up in two spots. Take a look at the shoes. Make sure they are even. Bend them as needed. And then for what it's worth, I take this tool here, and I'm sure all you mechanics out there have much better means of doing this, but hey, I'm primitive, but it works. And I'm just gonna shine up those shoes. All right, and again, make sure they're even. They look good. All right. I'm going to pop that back on the bottom. Oh, get the guide pin in there. That would help. And another thing that's kind of needless to say, make sure the inside of the coil is clean so the push rod travels freely in there and isn't corrosion or dust or whatever the heck might be in there after 40, 50 years. Now, as I've done in previous videos, I'm just going to bend this slightly. Needle nose pliers, I bend from the left side up. I'm actually bending from the rear and just holding steady with the needle nose pliers, but I lift up. And now I'm going to place that back on. Okay, so I got the actuator reed back on there, and that's still a little much for me. So this is what I was mentioning. If these were slots in the reed, I could slide it forward, but instead I'm going to pry up a little bit with my finger, and I'm going to push on that blade forward and try it again here and work it so I can barely hear that sound. And again, this is just delicate work. Okay, let's check it out.